All right, everyone. So we are getting started now. All right, just a minute. I'm going to check something. Um, mm, okay, so we're back to Thursday, London session on a Thursday. Now, though, let's take a look at the analysis again together. Let's take a look at the analysis together. Where NASDAQ is potentially, you know. So we are going to be potentially, let's see. All right, so since yesterday, NASDAQ has solely only moved to the upside, and during the Asian session, we start to see the pullback happening. So that means that now we have a potential opportunity, to find an area of interest and then enter the trade from there. So just like what we said before, NASDAQ is potentially going for the high, and it has already taken the high already. Now, though, the next target for NASDAQ is now this level right here. Since NASDAQ already took the level that we were anticipating yesterday, so this level is the next target for NASDAQ. However, hopefully before it goes that far, if NASDAQ can give us an opportunity to enter, because sometimes when the price is just going like that in one direction and it doesn't give us the opportunity to enter, it's really not cool. So right now, NASDAQ is facing a little bit of resistance at this level. So the fact that it is facing resistance at this level means that we do have an opportunity to potentially enter NASDAQ if it gives us a pullback, like a really good pullback. So now that we know when NASDAQ is potentially going again, and before it gets there, let's see, that is how many points? That is about 600 points. Bro, that's more than enough for us to pass the challenge. In order for us to pass the phase 2 of the prop firm challenge that we are currently running, we only need 250 points, which is $250. And this is about 600 points for NASDAQ to get to that place. So what we need to do now is we just keep waiting until NASDAQ can go into a demand zone for us, right? So let's go to the 15 minutes to mark our liquidity levels. All right, so I'll turn on the session break, just over here. Turn on the session break, and after turning on the session break, now we need to identify the previous day high and previous day low. Previous day high and previous day low is straightforward. It's basically the highest point that price got to in the previous day, right? So now this is the highest point. This level here is the highest point that NASDAQ got to yesterday, and the lowest point as well. We're going to mark it now. So let me do that properly. Excuse me. So the lowest point the NASDAQ got to yesterday is somewhere right here. Right. So this is the lowest point of NASDAQ yesterday. So now that I have my Asian high and Asian low marked out, now what do I think NASDAQ is going to do? Where are the demand levels we're going to be, supply and demand zones that we're going to be executing from? The fact that Asian low is above the previous day low already and all. So this is a level I'm thinking is a potential demand level, right? This level right here, because price hesitated from that level before we see a strong push. So I can call it either a demand or a support level. But let me see how that level looks like on the 1 hour. Yeah, to me it really looks good as a zone on the 1 hour, because from that level, that's exactly the breaking point where we broke a lot of this resistance, you can see. So that level would be like the ideal level for me to be waiting to see what NASDAQ is going to do, right? So let me go back to the 15 minutes now. And so if NASDAQ can return back into this zone today or tomorrow, then I'll be potentially looking for potential buy opportunities. And if NASDAQ wants to take more liquidity, take the previous day low, there is another zone just below the previous day low, which is this level right here. So I'm going to delete some of the previous zones that I marked out so that we can have new ones drawn now. Okay, yeah, I'm going to remove this as well. Okay, so this level right here, this level we have over here is it's also another zone that NASDAQ might be interested in retesting. Okay, so I need to cover the entire zone itself. The zone itself is about how many points long? Let's see, about 200 points. That's the zone. So if you're going to be taking a trade from here, you have to put your stop loss like very wide for you to actually cover the correct zone. Anyway, if price should come to this level, then we'll wait for what it is doing, and then we take the trade to the upside, or if it should go to the to the demand zone over here. All right, so I think basically this is going to be the expectation for NASDAQ for this section. So what NASDAQ can do now before New York section is that NASDAQ can break the Asian low and then tap into this demand zone, and from here begin to see like some change in character. If that starts to happen, then by New York session we will come and wait for some extra confirmation, and then we'll take the trade. And another thing NASDAQ could also do is that it can break. If NASDAQ breaks this high before New York session, we'll wait for the pullback into any of this zone or even this zone, then we'll take the trade to the upside. Okay, those are the two scenarios. Now let's check the news that we have for today. We do have a news at 2:30, so that's the unemployment claims, and potentially that's going to have an impact on our trade. So we have to trade carefully around that period today. So by 2:30 p.m. Nigerian time, we're just gonna, anyway, it doesn't look like we're gonna be on the charts by that time, so we will trade carefully already. All right, everybody. So that's gonna be the end of the NASDAQ outlook for today. We will continue to come back by New York session so that we can see if we can get an opportunity to trade today or if we're still waiting until tomorrow. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for coming to this analysis session. If you have any question, always drop it in the comment section or join the Telegram channel. The link is always in the description to join the Telegram channel, and we are going to help each other out. All right, have fun and happy and safe trade, everybody. See you again very soon on the New York